Well, the Maine legislature has approved the supplemental budget. The budget passed in the state Senate along party lines. The more than $500 million budget package includes a number of initiatives that are being heavily supported by legislative Democrats, including $300 relief checks and a new 2% tax on income above $1 million. $292 million of the package is proposed to be drawn from the state's $1 billion rainy day fund. Governor Mills says this supplemental budget gives money directly back to the people of Maine. Republicans unanimously opposed the bill and expressed concerns that the state was spending needlessly by dipping into the rainy day fund. Mills says she looks forward to signing it in the coming days.